Good morning, everybody. Here again to start another day. It is Monday. It's not Sunday fun day, no. It's Monday, time to get your ass back to work. And let's get started, guys. Fast forward. My makeup is done. The only thing this looks a little harsh. Let me see. I think I may have. I think I'm missing out on my eyebrows, but I need to pluck them out, so I'll pluck them out how to work, guys. Let's start getting ready. No touch. Just wanted to show you guys what a mama's boy looks like.
This is my boy.
Oliendo sobaco. Hey guys, good morning. I'm about to put my shoes on. I actually want to apologize for not vlogging so much yesterday, but after I finished vlogging where I showed you guys that I think the last vlog there was of me working. After that was around 1 o'clock. We left. We were heading out to pick up my brother's check in another city, which is about 20 minutes away from here. So the last you saw of me was around 1 o'clock. At 3:30 yesterday, we were hit by a driver who didn't see us. We were exiting off the freeway, and the light turned red, so we stopped behind the vehicle in front of us, and it was me, my brother, and my son Julio in the back, all the way in, because my Dodge Journey it's a 3-row vehicle, and my son Julio was all the way in the back in his car seat, and I was driving. My brother Moses was the passenger in my car, and the light turned red, so I was behind the vehicle in front of me, and when the light turned green and the vehicle in front of me I went behind him, and a lady coming this way didn't see. My brother says she was looking to the left as if she was looking for someone. She wasn't looking at the road, and she T-boned us, and she hit us on the passenger side on the back wheel, and it made our car, like if it's like this, it made our car spin. We were like on the opposite, we were like facing towards traffic. It was something really scary. When it like happened in slow motion. I was telling my best friend, like, it's the weirdest thing that happened. Like, when we spun out, I tried to press the brakes, because, you know, your first reaction is to stop it from spinning. So I tried to push the brakes, but the brakes just were like stuck. I couldn't push on the brakes. And and then in my head I was thinking, I had my head back like that, because I just imagined, I saw the airbags on my brother's side all go off, and I seen smoke, and I think it was just from the airbags, like, you know, inflating themselves, that I thought, okay, it's gonna hit me. So I just was like kind of bracing myself for the impact of the airbag, which never opened, but didn't hit on my side. But I was thinking, we're spinning out, so we have to hit something to stop. So I was waiting for a second hit, and to be honest with you, we hit some pole that's on the floor, and I don't know if that's what stopped us, but we went, I don't know how we stopped, and we didn't hit anything else. I have to show you a picture of it, but when the car stopped and I looked around to make sure nothing else was going to hit us, I immediately jumped out of my car, and I went into this panic mode, and I started screaming for my son Julio, because when I looked in the back seat, his car seat was like laying down. He was tied in, which surprised me. Like, why would his car seat, like, from being sitting up, it was like leaning sideways? And I think in all my panic and screaming, I couldn't get him out. So I finally got him out. I came out of the car. Her car was completely bashed in from the front. Like if this is her car, like, this is the front of it, like, it's completely bashed in. Her airbags went off. The damage it caused to my vehicle was like almost nothing, other than like the back wheel like denting in. It was from, instead of the wheel being straight this way, it was like that. And other than the airbags going off, it had a shaky. We went to the hospital. I was fine. My son Julio just has, you know, like a red mark from the seatbelt. My brother Moses, because the airbags went off on his side, has like scratches and like bruises, and it's swollen all right here because the airbags going off right next to him. But it left me shaky. It left me like, and I didn't get home until around 8:30 or 9, and then my sister came over and my best friend came over, and it was just the craziest thing. So I decided that I wouldn't vlog, I would just rest. I woke up this morning and I feel fine. I don't feel any bruising. I don't see any bruising. I don't feel anything, and I'm hoping that the side will stay. It's just the craziest feeling, and the craziest thing happened 30 minutes before the accident. Me and my brother were driving on the street before we got on the freeway, and my son Julio is seated all the way in the back of the car, and on one of the turns that I did, it was like a sharp turn. I noticed his car seat, or I think he did, I don't know which one of us noticed his car seat, that from being sitting up, it was sideways, and he was crying. So we pulled over, and we realized that he wasn't tied, like he was tied into his car seat, but he wasn't tied in. And I'm thinking that when my daughter sat next to him and she unclipped her seatbelt, she must have accidentally unclipped his as well. So my brother got out and tied him back in. Then we head out to the other city to go ahead and get my brother's check, and on the drive back was when that happened. But mind you, another thing happened when we exited to take my brother to pick up his check. I noticed my son's head was like really bent down because he was asleep. So when I dropped off my brother, I got out of the car and I got a blanket and I put it around his neck so that he would have support and his neck wouldn't be hanging. 30 minutes later, we get into a car accident. And I believe so strongly that God was protecting us, and that God gave me a warning to see, like, your son is not tied in. You need to tie him in. God was watching out for us. And I am truly thankful that nothing major happened. I have insurance. Everything's gonna be fine. We got to the hospital. Family was there, friends were there, and I thought it was something really nice. I didn't tell everyone because I didn't want my grandma to worry and my grandpa to worry. But yeah, crazy. I've never been hit so hard in my life, and I'm so thankful to be alive and for my son to be okay and wake up this morning to be able to tell you guys this story. And I'm gonna go ahead and put clips at the end of this video so you could see her vehicle and my vehicle. So be thankful for today, guys. Be thankful you are alive. Be thankful because everything could be so much worse. I am thankful. And oh, and let me tell you, when that accident happened, my mom came because I called her and I said, Mom, I wanted to cry. I said, Mom, we've been hit. We got hit on Moise's side, but we are okay. Don't leave the office. We're gonna go to the hospital, but we are fine. How do you tell a mom? Don't leave work. Like, you can't tell me my daughter was hit and I'm not gonna go until that. So she showed up and I was there, but the officer was very nice, very helpful. He was a highway patrol, and I am so thankful that I had a really good experience with the California Highway Patrol. He was the best, and I'm so thankful just to be her, guys. So be thankful for today, and that's it, guys. Thanks.